space, the final frontier. This is the story of my Star Trek Classic photo shoot that I set up a very elaborate set using dead flowers, packing paper, a little bit of spray paint, some random stuff from around the house. So here's the thing. I freaking love Star Trek. I was raised on it, and I'm definitely a Star Trek Classic girl. So I really wanted to do the shoot, and I had found this silver short convertible dress, and I was like, you know, this is perfect. And I have a friend, Shelly, who can do just amazing 60s makeup. I love her 60s makeup, her wing and all this stuff. It's always right on point. So I was like, Shelly, I want to do this shoot. And then we know we're coming out of COVID. We're finally all getting vaccinated, and I knew that my friend Dan hadn't been doing any shoots. So I said, Dan, do you want to join me? Well, Dan loves sci-fi. Dan loves Star Trek. So he's like, yeah. So we split it up, and Dan took the background and I took the props. So here's what we decided. I'm like, first of all, going with Star Trek Classic, we're not going with sophisticated. Star Trek Classic is cheesy. And lots of the scenes are like at a cave or with a cave wall. So Dan and I figured out packing paper all crunched up makes an amazingly great cave wall, super duper cheap. You just pin it up like you would any other background. You don't even have to worry about wrinkles. You want them. So I like to layer my sets. So what I did, I went out in the backyard. Now remember, it's spring. So I created these alien-like flowers, and I'm going to show you a video that's a little close-up. But basically, these are dead cone flowers that I painted. I thought they looked nice and spiky. And then on some of them, I actually had saran plastic left over from another shoot. So I just kind of wrapped it with a little bread tie to make a little bit of a Star Trek. I've got my cave behind me, I've got the flowers in front of me. That was what we went in with. Okay, so I'm still trying to decide about cellophane, but I think I'm going to do some with, some without. And not only do we have, so these are painted with a red metallic. The rest are painted with the Krylon neon, and I used multiple colors on the same flower. These are actually dehydrated hydrangeas, and this lovely sticky thing is like something that was in the garden, some sort of herb that died. So hopefully I have enough for the set. Last thing we said was, how are we gonna get that Star Trek lighting? This was hard light, and they didn't use strobes back then. So Dan and I studied, and we did continuous light. We put one light directly over the model's head, because if you look at Star Trek, they always did that. And then we threw some gels onto the background to get that sci-fi look. And here's the set. I'm starting now. Okay, so we used my mannequin Emma as an alien prop. We have an RGB light behind her, which is hitting the background. On the opposite side, we have a different color gelled video light. And then, of course, the plants are put off to the side, and in the foreground, above, we're using a video light that is flagged so that it doesn't spill white light onto the background, and the front is lit with an Elinchrom modeling light. Okay, so this is the setup for the Star Trek. We are doing all continuous light. I am actually lighting myself with the same light that I'm going to use on the model. We're using the modeling lights for the Elinchrom. We've got, this is just a video light over my head. We've got an RGB strip light behind me hitting the background. We've got a video light with a red gel off to the side. And these are all of my homemade flowers. So this is how the set is coming together. If you look at Star Trek Classic, and you want to think, okay, we're trying to recreate the original look and feel of a Star Trek show. So we're not going to use strobes, And we actually want things to look a little bit homemade, a little bit tacky. They were not a sophisticated set. So this is what we've come up with. That's our shoot. Very simple backdrop, but yet it was very elaborate. I forgot to mention that we also had created a boulder by taking this paper and just sticking it on top of a card table. It was really very inexpensive, and the set worked out great. And we had a lot of fun. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, because I'm going to give more and more content on building these kinds of sets to bring your photos to the next level. Live long and prosper.